You may also want to know that we have rolled out our Universal Health Coverage Program, commonly known as Taifa Care or SHA. And I was looking at the numbers last night. I get a report every evening at 10 p.m. And yesterday, 55,000 Kenyans registered. On average, every day, between 45 and 60,000 Kenyans register. For the first time, people who have never been on health insurance are experiencing health insurance. In the past, NHIF was reserved for people who are either salaried or they were in a position to pay. This time round, we have rolled out universal health coverage, a matter we have always wanted to do. I remember the NAC administration wanted to do it. And I remember we tried to do it under the Jubilee administration. And we couldn't manage. But I'm very proud that this time round, we took time, we created a legal framework. We took almost 2 years of planning, crafting the right framework, the right legislation, the right regulations. And today I can proudly say that as opposed to NHIF, which had 7 million people registered, we now have 21 million Kenyans registered under SHA. And I am confident that we will get finally, with the registration that is going on now, we will finally get to universality on matters health. And the program gives everybody a chance. For those who can pay, you pay in accordance with your income. And for those who cannot pay, the government of Kenya will step in to pay for indigents and the people who cannot be able to pay. I am very happy with the progress that has been achieved. And you now from the diaspora can pay health insurance for your family members if you want to. You can, from the comfort of your office, you can register yourself. Members of your family can be registered. You can register your dependents. You can pay for them online, and you don't have to go to any office. Today, we have moved Matters Health to a digital platform. Imagine those, whenever you went to hospital, the doctor used to write on a piece of paper, and it graduated to an exercise book. Somebody had an exercise book the doctor wrote somewhere. We no longer have the exercise books. Now it is on a digital platform. You don't have to carry no exercise book. All you need to do is to go to a hospital, produce your ID, and your health record will be pulled from a digital platform. And the doctor will know which hospital you have gone to, what medicine you have been given, what is your health history, and they can take it up from there. We have also eliminated, using that digital platform, many quack doctors, fake hospitals, and many other fraudulent activities that informed our health infrastructure before. Because now it is not possible to treat anybody unless they are identified. There were incidences, for example, where one person was amputated 10 times in the old system because there was no health record, and it was easy to fraudulently make claims to NHIF. That is not possible anymore, because once you are identified that you are amputated twice, the system will not agree for you to be amputated again, because they will know that your limbs are finished. So we also had incidences of very small hospitals which were performing very many surgeries. That again has been brought under control. Unfortunately, there will be some casualties. There are many hospitals, private facilities that will close down. Why? Because they were built on fake claims, which are no longer available. So we can only pay under this system for a service that has been provided. It is not possible anymore to make any fake claims. And so we are making steady progress, and I am confident with the transformation that Kenya is going through. Let me finalize by saying we are transforming our agricultural sector. You remember in 2022, we had many people in the streets of Nairobi with sufurias on top of their heads because unga was 240 shillings, that kind of thing. We have since reorganized that space and working with farmers with clarity of intervention, making sure that we don't subsidize consumption, as I said, but instead we support production. The reason why today the prices of unga have significantly come down from 230, now we are talking of 130, 140 shillings. Sometimes it comes down to 100. And I'm very happy with the progress that we have achieved in that space. Today, if you ask, because of the reform we have carried out in the agricultural sector, milk that was retailing at 35, 38 shillings, we now have standardized milk prices at 50 shillings to the farmer. Coffee that was selling at 50 shillings a kilo, if you check from your members of your families, this year we had the best prices of coffee because we supported farmers with fertilizer, and we have removed cartels, people who were farmers, brokers, millers, and buyers at the same time. And they significantly undermined the whole coffee sector. Today, coffee that was retailing at 50 shillings, 60 shillings a kilo, on average, is 110 to 140 shillings a kilo. And if any one of you is a coffee farmer, you will bear me witness. This year, last year again, we made huge progress with our tea. The year before, our total earnings from tea was 170 billion shillings. Last year, it moved all the way to 215 billion, the highest in Kenya's history. Again, because of favorable weather and because of the investments we made in promoting production of our tea sector. We have just concluded, for those of you who come from the sugar belt, the notorious sugar problem that has been with us for 30, 40 years. We've just concluded the reform of that sector. And for those of you who follow Kenyan news, the cartel in that sector was so vicious that I had to tell them, mambo ni matatu. And ever since I told them mambo ni matatu, now we have concluded the reform of that sector. And my intention is that, like the other sectors, the sugar sector that has suffered for many years, we are now going, the factories will now be able to pay farmers on time, pay workers on time, and for the first time, pay bonus to sugarcane farmers. The first factory did that last year. That is Mumias. And this year, we have concluded the reform process of Chemelil, Miwani, Mohoroni, Soni, and Zoya. And by the end of this year, you will see a very big difference. Just because of the interventions we made. Last year, contrary to what we have done all the years, we imported very little sugar. And in the next 2 to 3 years, Kenya will be a sugar exporting country. Because of the interventions we made, 200,000 acres of new land was put under sugar production, because farmers can now see that there is seriousness in the sugar sector. So this is the interventions we are making as a government. We are pulling our country in the right direction, and I am very confident that Kenya is going to be a better place for all of us. We must consistently, persistently work together towards making Kenya this great country that we all want it to be. It is not going to happen overnight. It is not going to be easy, but it is worth all our effort to make it work. I have every intention to make it work. And I am committed to transforming this, our country. And I want to tell you, failure is not an option. It is not an option. We are going to make our country great because we have all the ingredients to make it happen. We have a hardworking population. We have the resources that we need, and we have the commitment to match what we require to push our country forward. I invite you, as Kenyans in diaspora, to work with us, to leverage on all the possibilities that exist for us to forge a collaboration, a coalition of making our country succeed. The media will not stop us. The social media will not stop us. The naysayers will not stop us. Kenya must succeed. Do you understand? We have no option. We have to succeed. So I just want to tell you that that is the way to the future. So asanteni sana. I don't want to make this a lecture. You know, I'm also a scholar. So sometimes I get tempted to speak. So let me leave it there, maybe pick up some ideas from you guys on what your thoughts are and where you think we can do better for the progress of our country. Thank you very much. God bless you. And it is my pleasure to speak to you. Asanteni sana.